God bless you, Facebook. Philip Blair, Torch of Christ Ministries. It's saying that I have a low network connection. Let's see if this works. I want to testify today. This is going to be a little bit different of a video. It's going to be a lot slower paced, I think, than a lot of people are used to from my videos. But today has been a very emotional day. It's been a great day, but as I've worshiped God, as I've been praying to Him, I've been very emotional today because of everything that's been going on, and I just want to testify about what God's been doing in my life. Our walk goes in ebbs and flows, and we experience ups and downs. We have, harvest seasons. We have the rainy seasons where in our walk we see a lot of good things. We see of abundance. We see a season of plenty. We see God just pouring out all these amazing things in our lives. And then we see the difficult seasons, whether we're in the wilderness or whether we're lacking, whether we're praying for a lot of things and we don't see a lot of movement in those areas. And we go through those valleys, right? And that's that valley season where it's a difficult time, and every season lasts, I don't know how God dictates how long each season is, but sometimes it seems like it lasts forever, and sometimes it goes quickly. But I want to share with you the season that I've been in recently and kind of explain some of the details. If you are watching this, I hope that you're able to stick with me until the end of the video, because I do believe that those who watch the entire video will be blessed by it. But I want to just share a little bit about what's going on, and hopefully this will help somebody, encourage them to get through the difficult times that they are facing. I have been an emotional wreck today in like the best of ways, just feeling the goodness of God and just feeling His love. And, it's often that I get emotional, but today's been a little bit different because of just a lot of answered prayer in my life. I have been going through a difficult time in some particular areas. I want to make sure that I don't cause any misunderstandings. My life has been really good, and I've been really blessed, and everything for the most part has been wonderful. I mean, God is doing so much in the ministry, and there's not really any real problems happening in my personal life, but I have had some key areas where the enemy has just been attacking me like crazy. And I've been praying about these things. There's some things that I've been needing to get done concerning Torch of Christ Ministries, with paperwork, with administrative things, and had a lot of needs there. And then some issues of things I needed to get done, but there were some barriers and some hindrances, and I wasn't able to complete some of the stuff that I was needing to get done because of just stupid little problems. And I'm sure you guys have experienced that, where you just seem like you're having all these difficulties, but there's no real good reason for it, except for the fact that it seems like the enemy's trying to cause difficulty in your life. And I want to speak on like a medical thing that I've been facing, right? It's kind of crazy how you can go out into all the world and you can pray for so many people and you see God heal them in such miraculous ways. Not everybody, but some, they get healed in such amazing ways. I've seen people get up out of wheelchairs and walk. I've seen people delivered from demons. I've seen amazing things happen, but yet, as you pray for all these people, you yourself are facing certain medical things. And, and I've hesitated to ask for prayer on this, but let me just kind of start this testimony by talking about this. The other night, I took my little boy out to eat hibachi. My 6-year-old, it's his favorite meal. He loves the hibachi grill. He calls it the steak place. And, for a little bit over a year now, I have had a lot of difficulty swallowing. And I've had a lot of, I don't know, like there's at times where I'm eating food, the food gets lodged in my esophagus, and I have to drink quite a bit of liquid to wash it down, and sometimes it really hurts. And I know it's called dysphagia or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but some people have told me, like my dad told me, that it can be caused by acid reflux, and then I know it can get as far as like people have throat cancer and there's like tumors and stuff. So I don't have health insurance. I haven't been to the doctor, but the other night I went to the hibachi grill with my son, And and so many times I've had food stuck in my throat and I've had to drink and wash it down. But for whatever reason, this particular night, I had some rice that got lodged in my esophagus. And even drinking, I had sweet tea, even drinking tea, it wouldn't wash it down. In fact, the liquid itself wouldn't go down. All right, so not only would the food not go down, but the liquid would not go down either. And I ended up throwing up 4 different times in the bathroom because this food was stuck in my esophagus. I've never experienced anything like that. It was absolutely terrifying because I didn't know that the food was going to go down. And I've, just to have not experienced anything like that. For the liquid, I mean, one thing the food to get stuck, but for the liquid itself to not go down, it caused a lot of fear in my life. I don't experience fear ever, but to have that fear that, like, am I ever going to be able to eat again? Like, I was scared to eat for the rest of the night because it was like, if I eat anything, just drinking tea, it wouldn't go down. So it took me 30, 45 minutes. Finally, the 4th time I threw up, I dislodged, I guess, the rest of the rice that was stuck in my esophagus. And I was able to swallow properly. And then I brought my food home. I didn't eat anything else there. I had a whole plate of food. I brought it home, and then I was able to eat some food later on that night, and it was okay. Now, I haven't even had any resolution to this. This is still an ongoing problem. I need to go and get checked at the doctor for this. I absolutely agree. I don't have health insurance, but I'm still going to go. My point in telling you this is that this is a form of attack. The enemy is absolutely attacking me. I don't know what the cause of it is. I hope it's nothing. It probably is nothing. It's probably just acid reflux or something that's causing inflammation. I think there's some scar tissue in my throat because this has been going on for over a year. It's getting progressively worse. I don't want to worry you. I think everything's okay, but I do need to go get checked out. But I want to give you an example of different ways in which the enemy has been attacking me. Now let's get to the testimony part. There's been things in my life, in the ministry, that I've been needing to get done that I have not been able to get done because I've been completely overwhelmed, and I have a list of a mile long of stuff that I've been needing to accomplish, and it's been one hindrance after another. Things like, I have this printer that's basically brand new. I barely ever use it, and I could not get it to work for whatever reason. The Wi-Fi network on it was not connecting to my phone or my computer. I have a lot of stuff I needed to print out, and I just couldn't get it done. And I spent multiple hours trying to print out my paperwork just to get it to connect to my phone, and it would not work. Okay, it would not work, and there's no good reason. It just wouldn't work. And I spent hours. I took the printer apart. I set it down on the floor. I set everything down on the floor, and I spent hours trying to get this printer to work. And last night, after spending I don't know how long trying to get this printer to operate properly, I stopped. And this is, I want you to listen to me right now. It seems so simple, okay? But there's power in what I'm about to say. It's going to sound so simple, but this is so huge to me. I want you to listen to me, please. I prayed, all right? I just stopped for a minute, and I just prayed, and I said, God, I don't know what's happening, but I need you to come through for me. I have stuff I have to get done. Please help me. Please help me. Just show me what to do. And I remembered about 4 years ago, I was trying to hook up my RV to my truck. I don't have this camper anymore. I used to live in it. But I was trying to hook up my camper to my truck, and I couldn't figure it out. For like 45 minutes to an hour, I couldn't figure it out. And finally, after an hour, I prayed and I said, God, help me. And just like a thought came into my mind to lift up the hitch, because I couldn't connect it properly. Thought came to mind, lift up the hitch, because it wasn't seating on the ball properly. And God just gave me that thought, and I did it, and then boom, after an hour, I finally was able to get it. In the same way last night, I prayed and I said, God, I can't figure this out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I even told God, I said, remember that time 4 years ago when I prayed that you helped me? Just please help me in the same way. I need you to come through for me. I have to get this done. And it's just absolutely incredible to me. After spending hours trying to get this printer to work, I had a thought in my mind. And I hit the info button. All I did was hit the info button. And I don't know if it like reset all of the network configurations in it. I don't know what it did. But as soon as I hit the info button, I was able to connect to the printer. And I was able to print out everything I needed to print out. This was such a big hindrance in my life of not being able to get everything I needed to get done. It sounds so small, but I want you to understand this in accompaniment with a lot of other things. Like I was able to find an accountant that's able to fix a lot of problems that I have going. Not a lot of problems, but a lot of things I'm needing to get done. A lot of, it's just like a pile of stuff I have to get done. And it's just been a barrier getting it done. And in a matter of days, I've been praying and praying and praying. I have never had insomnia in my life. And over the last couple of weeks, I've been like up all night, laying in bed, haven't been able to sleep because I have so much stress of trying to get so much done. Praying and praying and praying and praying and not seeing any movement. And then now within the last 3 days, I've had so much movement that stuff that I thought was going to take me a month to get done has been done in a matter of hours. So I want to encourage you today, keep praying. All right, my stuff, it seems small, but to me it's huge. Your stuff to someone else might seem small, but to you it's huge. You know what you're going through. You know the emotions that you're feeling. You know the stress that you're facing. Prayer is so powerful. If there's one thing that God has taught me in so much of this stuff, and I haven't been able to verbalize it in the best way, but I've done my best to help you understand what I've been going through. Striving for me took me hours. I'm talking about spent hours trying to get my printer to work so I could print out receipts, so I could print out documents that I need to prepare for certain things. Hours. And then I said a simple prayer. I said, God, show me. And within a matter of minutes, it was fixed. God will give you the answers that you seek, but you have to pray. You have to seek His face. You have to just wait on God, and He will supply every need. You know what you're going through. You know the difficulties that you're facing. You're not alone. God is with you, but you have to talk to Him. Ask Him to show you the answers. Ask Him to show you how to get certain things done that you need to accomplish in your life, whether there's a time restraint on it, whether it's something that's urgent, or whether it's something that is just long-term that you've been praying about. Ask God to help you, to show you, to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, and I totally have faith that God will take care of all of this. You know, if there's one thing that in all of this with my throat, even, you know, I know that I have to go to the doctor, and I've been putting off getting health insurance, and actually just went into the VA.gov website, was able to pull up a lot of military documents so that I could apply for VA health care. I don't think I'm qualified. I don't think I'm going to get it, but at least it's gotten me moving to where I'm trying to do something to get a health care. I really do need to get it. I just haven't. So God has a reason in a lot of different things. Sometimes He let things get bad to push you into that place where you have to move, where you have to do something He's been waiting on you to do anyway, to take care of you. In a matter of days, I have gotten like a month's worth of work done. And it hasn't been because of me. It's been because of the Lord. God has blessed me so much. And because of all of this, I have just felt the goodness of God all around me all morning. Even last night, I was just in awe of how quickly God was able to show me how to fix this whole printer problem that I spent hours trying to address. It may seem small to you, but for me, it's huge. God cares about us so much that He's not just trying to fix the big problems. He's not just trying to take care of these monumental, colossal problems that we're facing. He wants to take care of you even down to the smallest detail. So if you feel like people don't understand, God does. He's there with you. He knows the number of hairs on your head. He knows how many tears you cry. He is faithful. Pray in faith and believe that God will be with you. If you didn't get anything out of this video, it's okay. But for those of you who did, I'm glad it encouraged you. I just wanted to share with you a little bit. There's so much more, but I try to keep my private stuff private. You don't need to know everything about my life, right? But God is good. God has blessed me. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm glad to have my Facebook family, my YouTube family. I'm trying to get set up on some other social media platforms, but I'm not really liking it too much. So we'll see how it goes. God is faithful. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I got my new camera coming in today. It's a Canon M50. It's actually pretty budget friendly, but it's got a really good autofocus on it, so I am going to enjoy being able to put out some better quality videos. I've been using a Nikon D5500 for the last couple of years, but it has no autofocus on it, which means that my photographers that use it, whether I hire them in a different country or whether I bring somebody on the team, they struggle with that camera. So I'm good. It's good that I'm able to use this camera with autofocus. It's going to mean that we're going to get a lot better videos. I've got some other equipment that I'm buying. I have bought. The impetus has been on getting better quality videos out to you guys so you can share in these experiences with us. Getting ready to go in Myanmar here in less than a week. On Monday I leave, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to make another video about ministry updates and what's going on here soon in the next day or two. Stay posted for that. Please pray for me. I'm praying for you. Definitely pray for healing on the throat issue, and I'll see you next time.